Look at this wide open trail, almost like a hidden part of the woods. Looks like a cathedral from here.
Feels like a different forest, doesn't it?
It really does. This one almost feels too welcoming. What? Holy.
Whoa. All of a sudden, we come across something that stops us in our tracks. This doesn't look like tree fall.
It's like X's from top to bottom.
It was exactly what we had seen previously on the trail, but now on a much larger scale. I think it's 30 feet up. It's like a stop sign to me.
What the is that? What the hell is that? Look how those trees are bent over. What the heck?
I'm working my way down this hillside from these gigantic redwoods, and literally within 100 feet, I'm in a whole different ecosystem. And suddenly I realize there's a strange twisting of tree branches that can only be described as unnatural.
That is weird. Zach, look at this. Is that twisted? Look how this is wrapped around. It's like it's woven through. Looks like an arch.
It's these archways of these trees that had been bent down and pulled over and looked like they'd been intertwined with each other. It takes hands to build something like that.
That was loud.
Guys, I just heard something get thrown or almost sound like running.
Ronnie,
That break sounded like it was right close to you.
holy. I see a thermal on the hillside above you.
To my left or right?
Ronnie, it looks like it's in the tree above you.
How big does it look?
Ronnie, this thing looks as big as you. It looks like it's using some of the undergrowth and the tree as concealment.
And there's something in this tree above Ronnie, and he's not seeing anything. But I'm watching this thermal, and it moves to the right. And I realize that it is not in the tree above him, but it's on the ridge line further behind him. If it's that large and all the way back behind him that distance, this thing has significant size to it.
What the is that? Is that a light? There's a light over there.
That's right there in the center. Okay, you see those dots?
What is that? It's these big bursts of light. And it's definitely not Ronnie because he's in the opposite direction. I'm trying to make sense of what's in front of me because all I can see is this perfectly structured light in a horizontal line across the forest. What could possibly be causing such a clear, bright light to come pouring through the trees? What happens if I flash my light on it? When I've got my light on, all you see is like this dense wall of trees. And then the second I turn it off, there's this light flooding across the horizon. The only thing that would explain what I'm seeing is if there was a building and light was being reflected on the rooftop. But there is no building. There are no structures anywhere near us. I have no idea what that is.
Oh, wow. Right here is what caught my eye. There's a full bed right here. Look at this. All this stuff is matted down, literally matted down. I can't roll off this thing left or right. Literally couldn't do it. Holy crap. Come see what I'm seeing. Let me have that camera. You see how this is all, it's a dish. It's literally a place to lay down.
It's clearly been slept in. It's been inhabited. And I want to say bed, but this is a nest. It's up in a tree in an elevated position. Deer don't do this, elk don't do this. Something that thinks critically or is intelligent had to have done this. So I have a very uneasy feeling.
Oh, look at this. This almost looks like a footprint.
Russell, something just moved on the shadow.
What's that?
Look at the ridge line behind me. Something ran across that shadow on that ridge line. There's something up above us.
You saw a shadow behind me, which put it on this hillside here, right? Right where that sun is coming through. That had to have been pretty tall. I'll tell you what, if something's running side by side with us up on the top of that point, I don't like that. This is a vulnerable spot.
Pete, what's going on?
You're not going to believe this. I'm not even sure I do, but we walked the scanner into the woods. There was a loud crash and then a couple of subtle crashes after that. Something really big and really heavy, I think, ran right across my path.
What do you think it was?
I'm kind of hyperventilating.
All right, well, just slow down, man. Tell me what happened.
Look. Now, in the industry, I do this for a living, LiDAR scanning, we call these ghosts. And usually it's when someone is in my scan and messes it up and then I have to clean it up. But something, and you can see as this thing moved across the view of the scanner, that looks like a person.
Are you serious? So, Peter, are you just saying you think you might have caught a LiDAR scan of something walking by?
I mean, I'm kind of freaking out.
What the is that? Did Pete just capture a LiDAR scan of a Bigfoot walking through the forest?
Something just moved on the top of that hill.
There's nothing more human than this need to discover.
Oh, check it out. Look at a little black bear on the side of the hill. Let me get it settled. Zach. That thing just stood up like you and I would just stand up. Look at that. Dude!
Whoa. What do you got?
I'm gonna move closer to it.
Seeing some movement. Yeah, something's moving across the screen right here.
What the
I have a heat signature. Straight ahead, right in front of us, it's moving. It's coming in and out, look.
Right there, right there.
Yeah,
We got eyes shine. Right there.
look, right there. Oh my God, it looks like it's that bright.